rapid question.
Yes.
Current celebrity crush. I think we could spend the entire time
Just looking at this dog.
Yeah.
Let's not, though. Let's get into this episode, which is very special. Hi, everyone. I'm Dana. This is Words That Move Me. This is Wrist Roll, a.k.a. Riz. And this is my executive assistant and editor of Words That Move Me, the one and only Riley Higgins.
Hello, hello.
Welcome to the podcast.
No?
Do you need a welcome if you never leave? Like, if you're always in it,
You know?
do you need to be welcomed?
It feels nice. A
It does
different
feel-
space.
You're in a different chair. Usually you're seated right over there on a poof.
On a poof.
Yes, it's your production poof.
Production poof.
It's your PP.
Oh.
I'll take it back. I'll take it right on back.
Yeah.
But you're in the hot seat today. We're cross-interviewing each other today.
Yes.
You know how the episode goes. You're going to have to introduce yourself. But first, we're going to do wins.
Love it.
And I'm already kind of like a little insecure about the win that I had planned because I haven't looked at my bangs in a while. But my win is that I cut my own bangs today. And I think I nailed it. Like the shape, I think I definitely feel them moving. I have been criticized for having a very flexible scalp. Like
Criticized
my
for
forehead.
it?
Yeah, like, whoa, your hair moves a lot.
Oh.
I get it. Like, yeah, maybe it does. But that's because my face moves a lot. And that's because I'm aging naturally. And welcome to the podcast.
Or you use your face.
I do. I love using my face.
Yes.
And I love my bangs. That's my win today. Cut my own bangs. And you know what? I'm also celebrating my super flexible scalp.
Fantastic.
Hey, how about you? What's
How
going
about
on in
me?
your world?
How about me? What's my win? What's going on in my world? I have never cut my own bangs. I don't know.
Ever in your life, it's like a rite of passage. Even when you were
I-
7, like if you got some gum stuck in them.
You can ask my mother about my fine motor skills.
Coming for you, Michelle.
Yes. I cannot cut anything.
Oh, you have mentioned this
Yes.
before. Okay.
So doing that on my hair, I just pay people to touch it. I
I have
don't
a
need
hack.
to.
I mean, you don't have bangs, number one.
I know.
And you've got a wonderful forehead, so you don't
you.
need bangs.
Okay.
I mean, bangs are fun. It's
Right.
not everyone with bangs needs them. Bangs are optional. Let's really get down to business here on Words That Move Me. I'm here to tell you today that bangs are optional.
Bangs
They're
are
an option
optional.
for everyone.
You know? And they're not, I don't think I'm meant to have them.
I think you'd be adorable with bangs.
But don't they take so much work? Like I want to get up, get out of the shower and go.
I am blessed with curly hair that just
Right.
kind of
I would have to sit there and mess with it. And I don't
You would
want
have to mess with you would have to like get a round brush and do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Great. Well,
My win.
way to start off with a bang.
I
I cannot be trusted with a microphone.
Mhm.
Okay. So wait, win.
I didn't.
Yeah, let's do it. Her win is that
today,
she doesn't have bangs and looks great.
I'm going to celebrate future me win when we're editing this, that I've finished this episode and finished this round of editing 12 episodes. We're going to call that a
Well,
win.
yeah.
Yeah, future win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we
wait,
wrapped
by
up.
the time this episode comes out, you will have edited 12 video podcasts.
Yes.
Tight.
Yeah.
Huge win. Congratulations, future you.
Thank you. Congratulations
I'm proud
to
of
you,
you.
too.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Bangs. Okay, now you go, listener, viewer. What's going well in your world? I'm excited to hear. And if it's bangs, tag me. I want to see this. Congratulations. Proud of you. Glad you're winning. You have anything to say to our winners?
So happy for you.
Isn't
Keep
it-
doing
Don't
it.
you genuinely feel it?
Yes.
Like, it's crazy. I can't hear you, but I know you're out there doing cool shit.
yeah.
It's very exciting to me. I'm
Yes.
imagining all of it, but I'm thrilled for you. This is great. It's going really well. Okay, now introduce yourself. Ready, set, go.
Okay, hello. I am Riley Higgins. I'm a dancer and choreographer.
There it is. Pause. Do you remember when we were in an Uber once and you told our Uber driver that you're a choreographer? Like you question marked it? And it was like,
Mm-hmm.
take it back.
Mhm.
Try again. That was way better than in the Uber.
Thank
that was
you.
awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Keep going. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
I just really, that was a mile marker. This is a different you than that you.
Right?
Totally.
Very different. I also am better at talking to strangers, or want to a little bit
And
more.
I'm not a stranger, so this is different. But
That's true.
cameras, you don't know who's on the other
Talking
side.
to all the
Holy shit,
strangers.
maybe the Uber driver. He might be like, that's growth.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
He might.
He might.
I am the executive assistant and editor of this podcast.
Yes, you're so good at it.
Thank you so much. I very much enjoy doing it.
Thank you, future Riley.
Thank you, future Riley.
I love you. I love current Riley too, but
I
like
love
out
current
there,
Dana.
12 episodes down. Good job, girl.
Yeah. I love to learn. I care a lot. Love dance, and I think that's all. That's out there.
Gorgeous introduction.
Thank you.
It suits you.
Thank
It
you.
is you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's you. Plus, I think you're also a great friend. You're a fantastic laugher. You have a wonderful laugh.
Thank you.
You do laugh frequently. I've only once in my life have asked you, no laughing right now, please. This is not the time.
While we were making something that
Hysterical.
is funny, and she told me to stop laughing.
I was
and
in a place, girl, I was not available for
no.
laughs from the sidelines.
No.
It was not what I was open for.
Yes.
I was closed to laughing from the sidelines. But it was funny, and we can look at it now.
Yes.
Well, not yet, actually. It's not released in the world yet.
No.
By the time this podcast is out, that project might be out there in the world.
Yes.
Very cool. Love that.
Very funny. You will laugh,
You're going to laugh hard.
but not when you're making it, only when you're watching it.
It's the only time in my life I've requested someone to not laugh.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
No, I think it's the only time in my life I've requested you to not laugh.
Uh-huh.
I think I've asked, like, hold it,
Uh-huh.
put, like,
Yeah.
put it away.
No, it's a good temperature control because I can just get caught up in the moment, and so it's nice to be
You also
a
think
little
I'm
bit
funny.
more. I do think you're funny.
You laugh at me a lot.
I do laugh at you a lot.
You laugh with me a lot. You laugh at me occasionally.
Only when you run into walls, which has been more frequent this year.
I've been falling, running into objects, unannounced bruises.
Yeah.
Like, I'm,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm making mistakes.
Is that a mistake? You're just being human.
Yeah, it's a spatial mistake.
Okay, well, that,
Yeah.
you also, I've not
What's
been.
wild is that we're not talking about the podcast at all, and I love it.
Uh-huh.
What's wild is that that the first run-in, the wall run-in, which I don't think you were there for, I just told you
texted
about.
me.
I was like, I just ran into the wall full speed. Just my usual wall, just the one. You just there's like, we'll call it a hallway. Well,
Uh-huh.
maybe it's a wallway. Because
Uh-huh.
there's a wall, and one of them I ran into
Mhm.
full steam ahead.
Yeah.
And I said, if I go down later, tell them that I've been clumsy. Like tell the medical staff that
Mhm.
she ran into a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm fine.
Yeah.
The other fall was because of Crocs. So it's not
Is
it is my fault because I was wearing them.
Oh, I was thinking about
flops.
when we were with Tevia's.
Oh, I fell down 2 times that day. Once in my
Yes.
class, and then we had a private lesson for podcast guest Tevia Selly.
Mhm.
Her daughter Sky turned 11,
Which is ridiculous.
which is crazy because she looks fully
Ridiculous.
16. Like, cool.
Yeah.
Like, I would buy that she was in the movie Clueless.
Yeah.
Like, that's what actual 16-year-olds look like, but
Yeah.
only she's 11.
Mm-hmm.
And I fell down doing jazz square training. All the way down. Ribs, floor.
Jazz square training.
Jazz square training.
Uh-huh.
It's an important rite of passage for
Yes.
11-year-olds who look 16. And for adults, apparently, because it took me all the way down.
Yes.
That was great.
Yeah. Well, you should introduce yourself.
Oh my God. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Hi, my name is Dana Wilson. I wear many hats. Podcast host is one of them. I like to think I look good in hats. I get that from my grandma. I love moving people, whether that be through choreographing or coaching or discussion. I genuinely love movement, progress, and I'm with you on the learning front. I love learning. It's so funny. I think I've said this before on the pod 1,000 times. I thought I was making a podcast about navigating creative careers with clarity and confidence, and it's for movers and shakers like you, aka dancers and choreographers. But what I really made was a podcast about learning. And this is the front row seat, and your poof
Mhm.
is like front row center, actually.
Yeah.
Because this seat's kind of the hot seat. So
A little bit.
sometimes my learners are like, but keep the conversation going. And blah, blah,
Right.
blah. But from that seat, I imagine like front row center, best spot for learning.
Yeah.
It's a really cool thing.
And I get to learn it like 4 or 5 times because I watch it and then I edit it and then I have to watch it again and then you watch it and then I watch. So I get to really learn the lesson, which is great.
And sometimes it takes 4 times to learn a lesson.
Yes.
Yeah. Good job. Okay. So you have some questions prepared for me. I'm freestyling today. So I'll let you start.
I have a really good first one.
I'll let you lead and then we'll go from there.
We started this year talking about how we spend our 24K.
Nice.
How do you feel about how you've spent your, ready for it, 8,670,000 K this year?
This is coming to me at a rough time, Higgins. I was just yesterday talking to a friend about how hard I am being on myself about my use of time. Really hard on myself. Like, you're too slow. You're doing too much. You're not using your time. I'm like all the negative self-talk on how I'm spending my time lately. But after a little bit of coaching, what morning was it?
Yesterday.
Was that yesterday?
Yeah.
So time is also really fast right now. It's all still the same value, but I do feel like it's on like
hyper mode,
1.5x speed. I'm coaching myself towards trusting myself more. I trust that I have taken on exactly the right amount of work, and I am trusting that it is taking me exactly the right amount of time to do it. When I'm trusting of myself, I work faster. I'm more fluid. I can change jobs more quickly. I get less distracted. And so I think it's actively like a double better use of my time because number one, I'm in flow state when I'm trusting.
Right.
And number two, I swerve less when I'm in flow state. So I'm just now feeling better about my use of how many thousands?
Millions.
Oh, of hours?
Is that right?
Am I crazy? Think so. 24 a day, 365.
Yeah.
What is it?
Did I do math very wrong? So, because it's $1,000 an hour.
Oh, I forgot the money part.
Yes.
We aren't just talking about, got it. We aren't just talking about hours.
Okay,
we're talking about time dollars.
I'm very insecure about
Right.
So, okay.
Okay, yeah, that's millions.
Because it's 8,760 hours a year.
Right, okay.
Is how much we have.
Great.
So it's $8,760,000 that you would spend.
Yeah.
In the year.
Yeah. Millions goes fast. I've been on some big budget shit. Million is not that much.
No.
So yeah, I am proud. I'm especially proud of this. The video format, which took actually time off.
Yes.
Like it took the absence of production time to create what is now, I think, my favorite use of time. So yes, I am happy with how I've used my millions of time dollars. And I'm really excited about closing out the year. Tomorrow, which in the future, this will be the past.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm going to Europe, taking myself to Europe, going to Spain and France and going to see people, going to do nothing, going to do lots, going to eat good food, drink good wine and coffee. I might smoke a cigarette in a cafe just to be the cliche. I probably won't. I've never smoked a cigarette. Ever.
Me neither.
I took a puff of a cigar once, and the next morning it felt like I had gargled razor blades.
Yeah.
Hated it.
Yeah.
Hated it. Yeah. I'll let you know.
Yes.
Stay tuned. Or maybe I'll take a photo of me like holding it with 2 hands, like very awkwardly.
Just like do like find, I don't know. I was going to say smoke a baguette, but those are
smoke. That's more my style, actually. Yes.
Yeah. Smoked cheese
toasty
on a baguette.
Love that.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. That, and I feel like we're very prepared for end of year podcast things. We're doing this far off in advance, which is not always my favorite. I like it to be like close enough to the actual time that somebody could see me on the street and be like, oh, this happens. Oh my God, Dana, the podcast episode. Congratulations. Your bangs look great. It would be awkward if my bangs didn't look great at
when
that
they're
time,
a little bit more grown.
So I like to stay kind of close, but we are working quite ahead.
But we've finished recording all of our episodes. Oh.
Okay. So your first question was, how do I feel about my
time?
My 24K times 365.
Mm-hmm.
I feel pretty good about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I feel great about having made good on my desire to become a dog mom.
Yes.
My desire to go to Europe or leave the country. I was very much interested in leaving the country other than Toronto, which it seems like I go to every 2 months.
Yeah.
Can't figure it out. I love Toronto. What are the life mile marks that you think you'll remember when you look back at 2023?
Changing to video format.
Uh-huh.
Going to China.
Oh yeah, that was huge.
Yeah, that was big. Filming the movie.
That's right. Holland, Michigan happened this year.
Yes, it did.
Was that your first movie?
Uh-huh.
Tight.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was kind of, I'll remember how extremely 50-50 it was. Mm-hmm. Very high highs, very low lows, as what this year felt like. It actually didn't feel it quite in the middle. It felt quite up and down.
Huge extremes?
Huge extremes on both sides. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's your next question?
Okay.
I love the tables being turned. I love this.
Okay, simple. Just your favorite moment from this season.
That's too hard. I can't do it. I can't
yes,
do
you
it.
can. Mm-hmm. Or not favorite, but one of your favorite moments. I feel like I could name them.
Having my brother on the podcast was awesome. I just saw him in Phoenix last weekend, and it was great. He was hysterical and a delight as always. And that was I
is
loved
one
that
I really wish was on video, because the best part about their dynamic is the silent staring at each other and the pause, and you can't quite get that in audio form
on Zoom or Okay, so we'll go round 2.
I think so.
How about from your end? Same question.
My favorite part.
Favorite moment.
Favorite moment.
We've had some knockdown, drag out laughs since video format, especially some funny,
laughing.
like I'm crying, laughing so hard moments.
That there's a few where I have to stop editing.
Like what?
Tobias's fucking
speaking orc.
Elvish. I learned orc language. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't do that.
Okay, this is not part of the...
Which is... And I don't understand where the hands come from. The karate.
I don't understand where the speech comes from, because orcs speak English still.
That would
or
was
maybe
spectacular.
They do in the movies anyways. But he's read the book, so he knows more than me.
Yes.
So maybe... I don't know how he knows what orc sounds like.
John Boog's, I think, was a spectacular episode. Spectacular.
One of the all-time faves.
Yes.
So good.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that was this season. Also, Vincent Patterson.
Woo!
Legendary. A hero of mine. A hero to dance, period. And I'm like, I have his book on my bookshelf. Are you kidding me?
Crazy.
And then I'm just chit-chatting away.
Right.
Actually, this year was strong because of our large focus. We did a full month on longevity. Yes. And I just said longevity.
No, you said it right.
Okay.
There was a nice G.
Soft, but it was there. The focus on longevity this year meant that I had a lot of OG heavy hitter types on the podcast. Very proud of the roster this season.
Yes. And I love your solo episodes as well.
Thank you. I got a lot of love on the last one that I did, which was about relationships. I had a couple people reach out on Instagram like, yo, I needed to hear this. Yeah. And one of them was like, I feel like I can never turn back. I feel like and I was like, no, you're right. Once you think of it this way, that's the only way you'll be able to do it.
And it's funny now also, one of your other solo ones, now that we are on camera, talking about cameras in the classroom.
Al Blackstone. Wow. So I try not to be a current events podcast, but there was a moment, a Steps on Broadway moment, where cameras in the classroom was the hot button of the moment, in that moment. And if you are listening and not driving it, you could play a drinking game with the number of times I've said moment. Which is funny because isn't Al's convention called Moment? So now you have another reason to. Why drinking and smoking? It's so weird that we don't usually go there. Whatever. It did feel good in that moment to comment on something that was happening right now as we were doing it. And he was so generous to kind of rush the episode, and you were so generous to rush an expedited turnaround on that episode. But it got a lot of traction and heat, and it was important conversation. Yeah, if you haven't already checked that one out, it's not that it's not relevant anymore.
It's still very much
relevant, but it was the hot button.
Not a lot has changed since that moment.
I disagree. I see a lot of studios with signage up that say this class will be filmed. I have a lot more, at least from my end, letting people know this won't be filmed today, or there will be someone coming at the end of class today. Like, start preparing yourself for that. I noticed a lot of people calling out groups of people simply who want to dance. Less about the teachers select groups and more about like, you want to choose yourself right now?
Yeah.
Get on the floor. Love that. I think that's kind of become a little bit more par for the course. And yeah, I think like tiny shifts, but some more work to be done for sure.
Yeah.
So those are some standouts. It was a good season. I'm proud.
Favorite moment from the season of mine that was not podcast. It's podcast related, but not recording wise, is our first dinner at Stanley's.
Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. Oh my God. Leave it to Sherman Oaks to really deliver straight down the middle in terms of quality.
Yeah.
But that night, it tasted like the best food I'd ever had. Why?
I don't know.
You win.
I have no idea.
Why?
Okay.
It's been a start-stop kind of episode for us. And I love it.
Anyways, Stanley's.
Could you tell that was
great.
a lie? Stanley's was great. I want to know why you think it was so great.
I just felt so. It's one of those times when you're just with someone and you're not thinking about being with them. You're simply with that person. And that quintessentially is what that meal felt like.
Yeah.
Was just
very well said.
Whatever was happening was happening. It was great.
Yes. Nobody was posturing. Nobody was holding themselves or preparing their next, statement or worried about being entertaining or worried about being perceived any certain way. We were both two human beings in our most human state, which was exhausted and hungry. And we found ourselves at this place I'd just driven by a couple times before. 2 minutes drive from my house. We walked in. It must have been 6:50. I was like, Higgins, we are 20 years younger than the average age of this room. And then 15 minutes later, a little after 7, ghost town. Everyone was out of there. We had the place basically to ourselves at 7 o'clock on it was a weeknight.
Friday.
Was it
it was a Friday night, and by 7 p.m. cleared out.
Like people were there for dinner at 5:30.
Yes.
They were out at 7. We had the place to ourselves. Wine was great.
Yeah.
I really remember the food being awesome.
Yes.
We've been back once since then.
Yeah.
Less good.
We didn't get the tacos, though.
The tacos were great. Fish tacos of some sort.
We should just get the classic.
We're not going there tonight.
No.
You're making dinner tonight.
I am making dinner tonight.
Riley's staying at my house right now. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I had a roommate. You're doing great.
Okay, thank you.
How am I doing?
You're doing great.
Nice.
Yes.
I like being a great roommate. You know what's funny? I actually, as you mentioned, like being with someone, just being. That's how it winds up on tour. When you're with somebody for a really long time and your tour mates are your roommates. So I fancy myself a good roommate because I've toured many times.
100%.
And you wind up being roommates with 30 people.
Yeah.
Ish. Well, 12 on a tour bus. But you see each other at breakfast. You see each other at lunch. You see each other during the show. You see each other on your off days. You just become being.
Yeah.
Pretty fast. And we were definitely just being. That was awesome.
Fantastic.
Good one.
Thank you.
I'm remembering my comment about water. And you weren't there, so you don't get to know.
No.
Okay, next question.
They were kind of the rapids.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready for
let's go.
The wrist?
Let's roll with it. Come on, bring it.
Fantastic. Favorite music video you've seen this year?
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, it kind of has to be Back on 74, doesn't it?
It's fucking fantastic.
It's very good. Woo! It's very good.
Made the song better.
Jungle's lucky.
Yeah.
To have them.
Yes.
Biased.
Okay.
All Things End.
That's what's going to be mine. Yeah.
I really think the whole team did an awesome job.
Yeah.
And I'm biased because it's me.
Yeah.
But I don't usually love watching me. And I did because it felt perfectly painful and loving all at once.
It was spectacular.
Yikes.
And I've said this off mic because I'm not on mic very often, but Jillian Meyer's choreography on that video, it looks like they made the song together.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
It's
Well
special.
said. You should have a podcast.
Oof, I'm working on this one right now.
If you ever decide to segue, I applaud and will encourage you to do that.
I need to find someone who's as excited as me to.
Do you want that? Would you want to host a thing?
I love talking. I love learning. I love asking people questions. I could 100% do that.
How about I add you to the substitute list for Words That Move Me?
Deal.
That's how I started teaching in LA. I was on the sub list at Millennium. And then I had my own weekly class, Saturday morning, adult ballet, 10 o'clock, I think, or 10:30.
Uh-huh.
And there were some mornings where I was just making it, skin of my teeth. Barely arrived and needed the bar.
Yeah.
But that's how that tracks.
Uh-huh.
What else do you want for yourself?
Wow.
I know.
Fantastic question. What do I want for myself?
Other than a pair of Louboutins, which I will see you achieve this. Hold me back. I know you want to buy them for yourself.
It's my principle that I buy them for myself.
I understand.
Okay.
But someone else can get your second pair.
Yes. That is
welcome.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead. You get the classic like nude or black, and then I'll contribute
that
the
Marvel
funky pair.
Space pair.
Whoa.
Ridiculous.
Is that going to be your first pair?
I want something classic.
Let me tell you what. At least for myself, I do not wear my Louboutins in like a classic kind of way. Those are my outstanding shoes. I don't think I'm quite the lady that has my daily Louboutin. You know, they're too painful for that. They're gorgeous.
I don't care. I recently wore a pair of heels to a concert. Could not feel my toes the next day after. But you know what I remembered? That someone stopped me when I was walking and asked me where I got them from. And that made
that worth it for you? Mm-hmm.
I really love shoes. This is what
I do too.
I mean, body issues aside, my mom and I talk about we love shoes because no matter what size, no matter what period day you are on, your shoes will fit.
Tell that to a pregnant lady.
Okay, well, they come back.
Yeah.
They'll come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love shoes for many reasons. Yes, that's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a shoe story. You want it?
Yeah.
JT's album release party for Future Sex Love Sounds. I think it's definitely my first album release party. Much less for someone of that caliber. Like Dita Von Teese was just sitting next to me in a chair.
Oof.
Right.
Fucking fabulous.
Cool. Yeah.
Right.
This is awesome. And I, at the time, worked at Urban Outfitters, and I had this oversized flannel shirt that I wore as a dress. It was green and navy blue. And I was like, okay, well, gonna need a statement shoe because I'm wearing an oversized flannel shirt, which actually would have played very well with the Man of the Woods era.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say I was ahead of the curve.
Yes, you were. Manifesting.
By a couple decades.
Right.
Not that many. That's, again, math, not my strength. And so I decided I need a statement shoe. I don't remember where I went, but I was, maybe it was like Off the Rack, like Nordstrom Off the Rack or Saks whatever or something like that.
Yeah.
And I went straight to the sale area and I was looking at the 8.5 section and it kind of turned into 9s. And I found these crazy looking fuckers. They are stilettos, but rain boots with a pointy tip, with a pointy toe, not a round toe. They were rubber. So like firm, reinforced, kind of like Timberland looking with the yellow and brown laces, and the boot part was brown.
Yeah.
Or the toe part was brown and the boot part was yellow leather. I can't remember. Yellow, brown, like Paddington Bear rain boot heels.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was just sold. I was like, yes, they are a little tight. That's weird because they're a 9, but I'm usually a 8.5, 9, and I felt because they're rubber, they probably just, and they're pointy. I don't know. I was like, I can deal if I wear like no socks or like maybe tights or something.
Yeah.
We were out pretty late that night. There was dancing. There was a lot of standing, and then there was a lot of me sitting. I noticed Dita seated a lot as well. Perfectly poised. Perfect. And then I know why, because I looked at her shoes and
yeah, she knows
they were Louboutins.
Yes, she knew.
I didn't know that at the time. Anyways, I got into the car on the way home, and my feet were shaking. I took my shoes off in the car. I looked at the size. 6. Not 9. 6. I repeat, I'm an 8.5/9. The next morning was the Saturday morning adult ballet. Releve was not available to me for weeks.
Yeah.
Nerve damage for sure.
Yeah.
That next day was terrible pain that I have never felt. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
No.
I think one of your socks are inside out. Maybe both.
It was a choice.
It's cute. I like it.
Okay.
Good job. I'm not wearing any socks.
Ooh.
I don't like it.
Okay.
Immediately regret. But I'm not going anywhere. It's just for the pod.
Yeah. Where are you going? Europe?
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. They wear socks. I'll bring socks.
Back to Rapid?
Back to Rapid.
Okay. Favorite movie you've seen this year? Now that we can talk about it.
Dogville. Lars von Trier.
Wow.
Yeah. Can't stop thinking about it.
When did you watch this?
Great question.
You
Time
usually
is slippery.
tell me about movies that you've seen. You've not talked about this.
I went with Mimi Cave.
Oh,
And I think that fed into my Lars von Trier dream that I had, which I told you about.
Yes.
So, yes, Dogville, Nicole Kidman. We worked with Nicole earlier this year. And yeah, Mimi invited me. The theater's downtown. It's a little independent theater. Very, very, very cool. I know that you might have been rooting for a Marvel film.
No, I understand.
Because I have also been watching in chronological order, in saga order, I should say, all of the Marvel movies. And am I to Civil War? That's where I'm at right now. Yeah.
Phase 3.
And you know what? They blend together. So when you ask me for the one, my first answer...
Yeah, favorite Marvel movie you've seen this year? Is it still The Avengers?
Yeah. Love it.
You're about to watch my favorite one.
I am excited.
Okay. It's funny. We kind of talked about this, but what's one expensive item that you know your future self owns?
A house.
With a lawn.
With a yard. You have to see what's happening. The side of her face is smushed up like this on my leg. Do you have your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, take a photo.
Yeah.
We'll post it.
Yeah.
I don't want to move. Also, she knows when photos are being taken.
Yeah, she hasn't signed anything. She
almost removed your camera app. We're back.
Okay.
Those might be your new favorite photos on your phone. They're my new favorite photos on your phone. Unbelievable dog. Best purchase of 2023
is the dog,
which is crazy because I also bought a car this year.
Yeah,
and I love it. I love it. Fern is her name.
So it's a house.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what Future Self has.
Nice.
It's a. I think I have a few. I think I have a condo. I think I have a couple condos and a house. No big deal. I'll just flex like that. My Future Self has gotten really good about managing her money and her properties.
Nice.
She crushes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, you've asked a lot of guests this question.
Nice.
A song that's untouchable.
Right. Used to be Superstition by Stevie Wonder for a really, really long time. And I have choreographed to it since then. I think that I did that. I don't know what it was that shifted that for me. But yeah. Superstition.
We've talked about one that I still think you would be fantastic at. Is it called Blow Your Mind?
Oh yeah, by Eve and Gwen Stefani.
Yeah.
Yo, I love that song. I'll take a stab at it.
I think it would be funky and yeah, I have a list, I guess, of songs that I want you to choreograph to.
Oh, please make that playlist. We'll start January off with that playlist. In WTMM, the Words That Move Me community, we create monthly playlists for all of our members. That's what it should be in January. Songs that Dana should choreograph to. And I have 12 months to do it. Yeah. And by the end of the year, I'll have done all of them.
Whoa.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's go. I would like a more prolific choreography year. It feels like I choreographed more combos this year than I have in a long time because I've been teaching a regular slot.
Yeah.
And that has never happened in LA actually since adult ballet, which I didn't need combos for. So I have been liking creating more often.
Yeah.
But I also would like to call for myself another year of longer term projects. So the small bites might not happen as often.
Right.
But they don't need to be 32 8-count combos. Shout out Marty Tobias. They can be 6 8-count combos. She is a full snore score right now.
Great. It's infinite.
She's the size of a donut hole.
Oh, big
donut hole.
But a perfect.
Okay, I do want to answer your question though, because there are a small handful
of untouchable songs.
Yeah, Woman's Work.
Ooh.
I won't touch. The answer of Robert Greene is really also stands out to me.
Yes.
The song from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. How does it go? I can't remember.
I started singing Imagine by John Lennon in my head. Imagination. In a world of pure imagination.
Yep, totally that. A handful of Beatles songs are really sacred to me. They just make me want to sit and not move. I'm trying to think of just like real nasty ones. Prince, Black Sweat, for a long time. Ooh. I was like it paralyzed me.
Yeah.
And then I listened to it so billion-y that I have choreographed to that. I don't think it's on tape anywhere. It's so long ago. Yeah.
A song that you would never want to dance to. Like, if it came on, you would walk off the floor. Not because it's untouchable, because you just don't enjoy dancing to it.
I hate to say it, but like a lot of the songs that are very cool right now. First of all, no offense, Drake, he's fine. He's doing fine. None of his music makes me want to dance.
Yeah. Not even earlier stuff? Not even.
Nope.
Okay.
I just don't want to dance.
Yeah.
I would sit down.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Drake. Not really that sorry. You're fine.
You're fine. He's fine. He doesn't need your pity.
Okay, this is my last rapid fire. Dream guest.
Toni Basil is it. It has to be. She's.
Have you ever done your impression of her?
In front of her?
Because in my mind, that's what she sounds like.
Yeah.
Because I only hear you talk about her.
You only hear her voice through me. So you're going to die.
And when I met her the other day, I was expecting your voice from her.
And it wasn't.
But it's pretty close.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good. I'm not going to do it.
I love when your Basil comes out, though.
I do, too. And I've been spending enough time with her lately that I'm actually morphing into her. So there is a version of me that is her and her that is me. But she has really shaped my dance life in a historical, contextual, educational richness point of view.
Yeah.
You learn a lot about dance secondhand or through stories, and she was there.
She was,
we sit and watch videos. She's got a whole room of her house with like rolls of film, actual film. It's crazy. She's an archivist.
Yeah.
She is the eighth wonder of our dance world. And when I had a YouTube show, it must have been 10 years ago, called, oh God, I get Words That Move Me and More Than Moves mixed up. They're the same name, basically. More Than Moves was it was my attempt at a late night talk show, which is so funny that now I've kind of circled back to that again. Basil and I did an episode of More Than Moves. I will link to it here because it's fantastic. She speaks in sound bites. She is the best guest a girl like me could ever ask for.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, basil.
Cool.
And it will happen too. She wants me to get my lighting set up a little more fleshed out. She did make a comment on that.
I think we have it together now.
Well, yeah, we have it together for 30 somethings.
Okay.
She's like, my skin and my face and myself needs.
We can do some extra.
Better
we can
setup.
rent some lights and do some extra attention for her.
You know what's wild? In her garage, her setup that she uses for self-tapes and things like that is incredible. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because it's all DIY. It's like parchment paper over this, a scarf over that, a light from Home Depot, a light from her living room. Yeah. But I would want to make her feel like an absolute star.
Yeah.
So
she is one.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
So she's a little ways down the road. But that's my answer to that.
Great.
Anything else?
I didn't have anything else.
What are the words that move me most?
Yeah.
Although I do want to ask you some rapid fire questions.
Go for it.
Biggest lesson learned this year?
Oh, if you do it the cheap way, you will have to do it again.
Whoa.
Yeah. If you try to cut corners with money, you'll end up spending 2 times as much because it doesn't look like what I want. And I really care about what I want.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same is true with time.
Yes.
You can do it the fast way, and then you'll do it again.
Yes.
Do it the right way.
Yeah.
Totally. Good
That's my
lesson.
biggest lesson.
Favorite new habit that you have this year?
Favorite new habit? Tea at home.
Nice. You used to always go out for it, huh?
Always went out for it. I love tea. And even though it's $2 to $3, which is stupid for iced tea, that adds up.
Yeah.
And I want to spend that money on better things.
Like what? What's your favorite thing to spend money on?
My favorite thing to spend money on?
Mm-hmm. That's
other
a rapid
people.
fire question. Nice.
I love buying things for people. Like, oh, let me grab your coffee, or let me grab you this dinner, or let me grab you this treat. I was thinking, I love spending money on other people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. You're a great friend.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Untouchable song for you.
Too Funky, George Michael.
Wow. Good one.
It's
Deep cut.
so fucking good.
It's very good.
I don't
George
feel...
Michael in general. Have you watched the documentary?
No, I should.
I hear it's good. I haven't watched it.
Yeah. I don't feel funky enough to be too funky.
You'll get there.
I'm getting there.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're going to have dinner tonight.
Yes.
Your future self is hosting a dinner party.
Mm-hmm.
Who's there?
Okay. Wow. Like all people? How many guests do I get?
20.
Shit.
Your house is huge.
House
Big,
is huge.
long dining room table.
Maybe just because of the series that I've been watching, but Tom Hiddleston.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
He is there.
And that's it.
And everyone
and
else
all
can
the
go
other
home.
seats are empty.
Everyone else.
And you're just like, it's so weird. Everybody bailed last minute.
Oh,
just
whoops.
us.
Yes.
Okay.
Crystal Pite.
Yeah.
Would fucking love to just experience that together. It would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Other guests that I would love. Oh my God, I'm so blanking on people. I would love for the Seaweeds to come. You
We'll
could
be there.
be in the
We'll be there.
just hanging out. I love all 3 of you a lot. Harry Styles, I will say it. I would love, although I know it's not a current events podcast, but he shaved his head and everyone is freaking out about it because his whole thing was his curly hair.
I don't know if I like what my imagination is seeing.
It's not good. It's not good. I know.
He tried to pull a Beckham.
Maybe. Or there's a rumor, this is a little gossipy. There's a rumor that he's getting hair plugs and you have to shave your head so that the hair grows back evenly. And so, because he looks like he's balding a little bit recently. And so I pay a little bit of attention to his hair. And yeah, I think he's getting hair plugs. Or that's the rumor.
Fascinating.
Yeah. We'll find out.
That's why this is not a current events podcast. Although I'm sure like listener spike is going totally up right now. It's very interesting.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would love to be at that dinner party. That sounds great to me.
Fun.
Oh my God, you had me at Tom Hiddleston though.
He could just be the fucking he could be the one.
His what? Voice? Face?
Voice.
Yeah, it's the voice for me. I know we've watched together the Vanity Fair video of him talking about accents.
Yes.
While his stylist is dressing him.
Yes.
Whoever directed that video Nice job.
Uh-huh.
Way to really push the buttons.
Yes.
Of the women all over the place.
Right. Okay.
And the men, I'm sure.
Other rapid question.
Yes.
Current celebrity crush.
Hosier.
Is that his name?
Andrew. I'm blushing. I can feel my face getting hot. I think he is the greatest poet of our time.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't help it. I'm attracted to talent.
Yeah. He's very talented.
Holy shit.
Yeah. He can also come to my dinner party.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. You guys can hang out.
He's so tall. I would need a booster seat. A tiny torso.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, yeah, here's a fun one. I mentioned like I want to be trusting myself more this year.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to be kind of rewriting and watching the way I talk about my body.
Yes.
And I've been really critical of this no torso thing. And as you know, I've especially going to video mode, all sorts of concerns about my face, my skin, my neck being short and old, and my hair is dumb. And it's crazy talk.
Yeah.
But I want to be watchful of that. I just want to clock it and give equal airtime to the opposite.
Nice.
And
same.
Yeah, I think that especially working more in video format will be a healthy practice to just clock and balance all of that. It's valid. Like you're allowed to think that your hair is dumb.
Yeah.
You're allowed to think that you're aging.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Right.
But like, can we give airtime to the alternative? And can we maybe believe that my torso is just the right size?
Yeah. Yo, I did some self-coaching before we started filming today because I thought that my body is not the body that I want right now.
Oh, girl.
I know.
Talk about it.
And the thought that helped me is I want to put on film a representation that I am successful at any size or shape.
That is a very powerful thought.
Yeah. Proof that I can do this anywhere, anytime.
100%. Higgins, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
That's great self-coaching.
Yeah. Felt good.
Grade A.
Yeah.
It's important to know what you want to think about your body and to be becoming the person that thinks it all the time. But to right now be the person that chooses to think it.
Yes.
It might not be your default right now, but if you get there, if you're reminding yourself of this new thought choreography that you're starting to rehearse right now, it will be no time before you are in full belief of that thought. Yeah. It might be actually sooner than you think. It's a very powerful way to think. I wonder how many men have had to coach themselves on their thoughts about their body, if that number is proportionate to the number of women.
I think it's in a different way.
I have noticed, and I think I've talked about this on the podcast before, I think there's been a huge shift in range of acceptable bodies for women in LA, but I don't think the same is true for men. Like when you look at backup dancers, women all shapes and sizes.
Yes.
Men, six packs.
I mean,
6 feet tall and six packs.
It's one of my favorite things that I've seen this year is the Troye Sivan Rush music video.
Yeah.
But it's ripped, skinny.
Yeah.
And that's it. Same with Flowers and Miley Cyrus. Everyone has the same body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for men it's less, there's been less of a shift.
Yeah.
Curious to see what will be happening in years to come for bodies everywhere.
Should we end with words that move us? Do you have any more questions?
Yeah, definitely. I do. I have tons of questions for you. Maybe this actually on the heels of your self-coaching question.
Okay.
Can you remember your most important coaching calls from this year? Like your breakthrough new thought choreography. The one you just mentioned about your body is resounding. That's huge.
Yeah.
Can you remember any other ones?
Any great coaching? They're all really good.
My favorites are always the one where you're like, I don't have anything to coach on today.
Crying. Like 2 seconds later.
Yes.
Yeah, I think something that was insightful is when I was trying to look for something that was wrong. So then things started becoming wrong, even though I felt fantastic. But I was like, I have to get coached on something. Something can't be working.
Yeah.
And then when I started thinking about what isn't working, then I decided that things weren't working. She's doing great.
Yeah.
That's working.
That's working for someone. someone who doesn't have a podcast.
Yeah. That was a good eye opener for me. I think the week before we shot Holland, Michigan, I was like, there's pimples on my face and I'm going to be on camera and I don't want to look. And I think something you said of use the pimples. Yes. Like you're playing an actual teenager. Playing a high schooler. You should use the pimples. Like we're not trying to get rid of who you are today.
No, and we're not portraying a Los Angeles, a Beverly Hills housewife.
Yes.
We're portraying a Holland, Michigan high school kid in the year 2000.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And the last one I would say is reworking my thoughts about dating.
Whoa, girl. Wait, did I get called out for dating on an episode recently?
Yes, but it's not going to come out.
Who did it?
Rotham's.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. But will be re-recorded and released soon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to think about dating?
It is a part of my life, and it's a part of my life that I want to engage in.
Nice.
Yeah, because right now, before it was like, I don't have to do that. Love, that's for everyone else. We don't have to engage.
No, dating's a part of my life. It's fine. I choose it. I choose to engage in that.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
In the circus.
Oh my God, I can't wait to go on dates with you someday.
Future boyfriend will be dates at the dinner party.
Oh, nice. With my future boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Funny.
With the S.
Oh my God. Like, talent off? What do we do? How do you... This is dumb. Don't include this part. Just two girls geeking out. Oh, okay. Okay, final question.
Okay.
Genuine response. Quick response. What are your thoughts about me incorporating a reactions... Somebody went out back there. Reactions to dance videos. I
want it today.
Let's do it right now. Oh, shit.
What are we going to watch?
Oh, this is great. Your choice.
Of what we watch?
Yeah.
I don't know. Something for you to react to?
Yeah.
I was just thinking of videos you've showed me. I can't think of any of my own.
Okay, we'll be back. Give us a second.
Comment what videos you want Dana to react to.
Yeah, and we'll do that next season.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't find
next season, super excited to be sharing our new album artwork designed by Bree Reitz, who is just a star in all of the ways. Bree, you are a saint, a gift. Thank you for your talent. Thank you for your time. Thank you for our very cute new album artwork coming soon.
Yes.
I love it. I love my team. I love you. Thank you for your hard work and your dedication and your talent, your focus. I know those don't come natural. Those are not default modes of being. I know you have to work for that and coach yourself towards that.
Yeah.
I'm appreciative. I love this thing that we've built.
Yeah.
I love this thing that got brought into the life mix this year.
Yeah.
Thank you for being Auntie Higgins.
You're welcome.
Executive assistant and editor, Auntie Riz's
Right
Auntie Higgins.
Higgins, yes.
Let's do this again about a year from now.
Mm-hmm.
Sound good?
Yes, please.
All right. Thank you, my friend, for watching, listening. If you are digging what you hear, please subscribe, click the bell for notifications, leave a review and or rating. How good at that did I get?
That was fantastic.
That was very natural.
Woo.
The flow was, I got chills.
Yes.
Now go out there into the world. Keep it very funky. I'll see you soon. Just hitting it.
Woo.
That was a good outro. Woo. This podcast was produced by me with the help of many. Big love to our executive assistant and editor, Riley Higgins. Our communications manager is Ori Valladares. Our music is by Max Winnie. Logo and brand design by Bree Reitz. Thumbnails and marketing by Fiona Small. You can make your tax-deductible donations to Words That Move Me, thanks to our fiscal sponsor, the Dance Resource Center. And also, many thanks to you. I'm so glad you're here, and if you're digging the pod, please share it. Leave a review and rating. And if you want to coach with me and the many marvelous members of the Words That Move Me community, visit wordsthatmoveme.com. If you're simply curious to know more about me and the work I do outside of this podcast, visit thedanawilson.com.